All right, January 5th workout breakdown. We are off and running in aerobic floor or reset month of January. This week, we're going to extend things out just a little bit. We're definitely going to do some unique type of structures and workouts. Pretty excited about it myself. Keep in mind, I'm doing my absolute best to make sure that we don't stray too far away from resistance training. I've as all of you hopefully know, I am a very strong believer. I think there's too much science to back it that lean muscle mass and strength is priority over this stuff. So we're still gonna, we're gonna lean and start to trickle into some of these longer intervals. But at the end of the day, you guys, I'm trying my best to actually program or periodize, everything out. So you still have not only, the bare minimum of resistance training that we want to accomplish, but also lifting days trickled in throughout the month to kind of break up some of this aerobic work. So shoulder day here. This is a Monday, so we're coming out pretty hot here in terms of volume or length. It's going to feel a little endurance-y. We just simply don't do these length of intervals that frequently. That being said, they're still not that long. So I know a lot of guys, you're going to see this and be like, wow, 7 minutes that's forever. It's, I guess, relatively speaking, but it's really not. I wanted to make this so it seemed a little bit more appealing. There's a little bit of incentive here. So 7 minutes, block fire. If you haven't noticed yet, the emojis, there's 3 of them. That means we're going to do this 3 times. So you have 7 minutes on the bike. And again, the theme of the entire month, hold as close to 70% as you can. Now, if you're watching this video or if you just know what block fire is, it's coming back. So the ultimate goal is for you guys to hold as close to 70% as you can 3 times. It's not, I'm going to hold 70% once and then just totally, dump the second and third time around. So if you think that 55% is the most you think you can sustain for 3 of these such blocks, then that's what we're aiming for, right? Remember, the aerobic floor month is not about killing anybody or redlining anybody, crippling anybody. It's working on your guys' ability, your capacity, and your ability to draw it out and transition and move comfortably off of this effort. So that is priority 1. I do not want people to forget that. Nobody should be at the 5-minute mark of this bike and barely hanging on and not thinking they could finish 7 minutes. That is not at all what we're aiming for. So again, as close to at the 70% as possible. You'll then transition to these push presses. Like I said, I'm going to find, the best ways to get you guys into your lifts. Shoulder day is kind of nice. There's a lot of movements and things we can do in terms of volume. We don't have to lift necessarily super heavy. And again, to, get the results we want, that is. And again, push press is one of those ones that is kind of iconic for us as urban legend. A big piece of it is, transitioning into a push press. So it fits beautifully. I know a lot of people like practicing their push presses. 8 minutes should give us enough time to rip through a handful of sets pretty easily here. Especially if you watch this video, you guys can know exactly what you're aiming for when you transition into push press come class. Second block, again, block fire. 6 minutes now, 70%, which obviously you can follow the trend here. The third one will be 5 minutes. A little bit more stationary lifting here, a superset. 2 kind of supplementary-ish movements. I think you can get a lot of effective work done. You can be very effective with these 2 movements in 8 minutes, which is why I wanted to sprinkle them in. Again, you should be able to get 4 or 5 sets pretty easily here. And again, we don't need to lift super heavy here for this to be what we're aiming for. It's more of maintenance mode lifting as our priority is this threshold work up top. And then the last one, of course, 5 minutes, as I mentioned earlier. Again, trying at this point, hopefully, to sustain. I'm really hoping the 1 minute chopped off every single time gives people a little bit of hope. So you can see a light at the end of the tunnel, a little more optimism that you guys can actually finish these at whatever pace it is you chose for the 7-minute one. And then this one, I wanted you to AMRAP into something a little bit more challenging, a little more capacity related, and give you the opportunity to kind of really test your limits here. So once you transition off, our emphasis is on transitioning, and then what can you do after the transition? So the bike stays the same, and then it kind of, we're kind of redlining or pushing our limits on the 8-minute AMRAP as we work our way through this descending ladder. You'll do 40 ball tosses, 12 step overs. Again, I didn't put bench overs, just FYI, little things here, because I don't think anybody's quads are going to be ready to handle jumping. So, I guess you could prove me wrong, but I've done this a lot. I can't imagine people are jumping here. But 40 ball tosses, 12 bodyweight step overs, 30, 12, 20, 12, 10, 12. At the end of the day, if you finish all this in 8 minutes, it'll be 100 ball tosses and obviously 48 bodyweight step overs. So I'm excited for this one. It's a wonderful Monday. Hopefully you guys are too.